Welcome to this video, where we'll be diving into the API options for developers working with Stacks. Whether you're building decentralized applications, smart contracts, or interacting with the Stacks blockchain, choosing the right API can make all the difference. In this video, we'll be comparing three of the most popular options: QuickNode, Hiro, and Ortege. So let's start with QuickNode. So QuickNode offers a pretty good comprehensive offering for a bunch of blockchains. On their free plan, they offer 15 requests per second and a generous 10 million credits per month on their free plan. The way that they calculate those credits can be a little bit confusing, but really what you just need to take into account is that for every API call you make to a node, you get charged 40 credits. There's some variation to that, but that's a pretty good kind of place to start from. Really though, what QuickNodes offer is they don't actually offer the full API that Hiro offers. So really the only reason you'd want to use QuickNode for Stacks is if you wanted to submit transactions directly to a node. You can actually use Hiro also provides nodes that you can submit transactions to. So really there's not really that many good reasons why you would choose QuickNode over Hiro as an example. But again, there may be a reason. Maybe you want better latency than Hiro can provide. But yeah. So let's now talk through Hiro. So Hiro is one of the most comprehensive APIs for Stacks. So it's kind of the de facto Stacks API. It also offers very good API limits. You got 500 requests per second, which is really generous. And Hiro's API is comprehensive, so it covers everything from, proof of transfer, consensus, as well as, the signers, as well as smart contract, as well as events, lots of things, right? So it's a really great API for really understanding and querying Stacks blockchain data. However, it doesn't offer a subgraph-like service, right? So a subgraph service, in I guess the nomenclature of Ethereum, a subgraph is a way that you can, as a dApp developer or smart contract developer, you can define which events or which parts of your smart contract you want to index. And then in that subgraph, you would just have that actual data index. So for example, if you're writing a DEX or an NFT and you only wanted to index the events related to your smart contract, and you then wanted to have every single event that ever occurred on that smart contract, it would then provide you a subgraph. Now, you can't quite do this with Hiro's API. You could do it, but it's a bit cumbersome, right? So what you'd need to do is you'd need to query the smart contract, you'd need to get all the transactions related to that smart contract, and then you'd have to iterate through. So while this is good, and Hiro can provide that, even with the 500 requests per second, you might not be able to get the full history. Let's say you had a DEX and you wanted to get the last 10,000 records. It just wouldn't be practical using Hiro, and it doesn't provide any form of aggregation. So you wouldn't be able to aggregate kind of, the swap volume, things like that. So Hiro's API is very powerful and definitely a great API within the Stacks ecosystem. But if you wanted, more comprehensive, you wanted to build a data analytics platform for your dApp or your NFT or whatever your use case is, it can sometimes fall a little bit short. And that's where we talk about Ortege. So Ortege also has, a request per second of generally about 15. However, it does provide other alternatives, right? So it also has WebSockets, it also has GraphQL as well as REST, and it provides functionality more similar to a subgraph. So with Ortege, you can query all the events and function arguments for a specific smart contract. And this makes Ortege really well suited if you're building an analytics site for your dApp. So it's a really good option if you wanted more, tailor-made API to your specific development. And that gives you a great overview of the different API options available. In future videos, we're going to go through a much deeper dive into both Hiro and Ortege's API. We're going to build some cool applications like a Zest liquidation bot, some NFT stuff, and we're really going to deep dive into how you can utilize these APIs to kind of further your development journey and make your app really kind of outsource some of that analytical stuff so that you can focus on your smart contract development and get your kind of data needs from the best place you can within the ecosystem. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of content, specifically really deep dives into development on stacks. So looking forward to seeing you.